All right. Welcome everyone to the small print of the law of attraction. Today's journey will be deepening the practical code for coming into awe and the sacredness of awe as a religious instinct. So let's kick off with check-ins. Who would like to give us a keyword? How are you feeling and how's it going for you today?
Hello, I am Anna, and today I'm feeling comfortable with what is.
Thank you, Anna.
My name is Sarah, and I'm feeling anticipatory because we have friends coming after.
Hi, my name is Emily. I am feeling very increasingly peaceful.
This is Michael. I'm feeling compassion and just holding a big space. I've been supporting a family member through a difficult spot, and it's been super intense. So it's this knowing everything's okay and feeling the weight of compassion.
Amen to that. Well, I am Macha, and I am at one with being Macha. Not to be so, no complaints, just oneness. Okay, so let's just give it a go. This one part, let me share my screen, that has touched me this week. Not that. It expands and maybe initiates the idea that I can do what I decide, but I can't decide what I decide. I can do what I want, but I can't want what I want. And just that first paragraph, here's Susie. That conundrum, I can do what I decide, but I can't decide what I decide. I can do what I want, but I can't want what I want. That conundrum has profound repercussions because to really, hi Susie, welcome. To really manifest what I want, I must first know what it is that I want. And then that clarity, that one clear thought electrifies my intention. And there's a yes, but, which is, how do I know what I really want? Especially in light of this conundrum. I can do what I want, but I can't want what I want. So, speaking of being comfortable, being increasingly peaceful, being compassionate, and how can I know what I want when I don't know myself? How, it's like, which self is wanting what it wants? So that's the question that I'd like to orient our discussions on. But before continuing, Susie, do you have a keyword for us?
I'm going to be grateful for mentors today.
Grateful for
Mentors.
mentors. Nice. That's a good one. So last week, we looked at the 6 days of awe. And the fractal was called self-acceptance because that's the whole point of awe, is accepting who we are and that there's bigger, much bigger dimension at work. And we looked at those fractals, and if you recall, there's like fractals in the light, and as per the solid code of 6 elements, and fractals in the dream of the unconscious as per the liquid code. But what we did not do last week, and all of you are off video. Okay. So could someone precise that you're looking at the screen? Come out of mute for just a moment and confirm that you're still looking at our screen.
Yes.
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you both. So that page got changed a little bit because instead of just having sacredness and my role, we added knowledge and the solid code. So let's play a moment with that. And Sarah, would you be willing to play?
Sure.
Awesome. So how, in your sense, is it only when I am in my voice and feel heard that I can wait? What's the connection between finding my voice and having the power to wait? What do you see?
What do I see or what do I feel?
Feel, see, understand, perceive.
So when I have my voice, I feel empowered, so then I can wait. But if I don't feel empowered, I might need to not wait. And I'm like, look at me, see me. I'm not seen. But if I have my voice, I could wait.
Excellent. What about if I am in my spirit? And if I know that I am spirit, I can fast. What connection?
Well, when I'm in spirit, I feel full. I feel full of the
Yes.
spirit. And when I feel full, I can do things that I couldn't do otherwise.
Excellent. Very good. What about being in my heart and having the power to think?
Well, if I'm in my heart, then that means I'm embodied. And when I'm embodied, I'm not just spinning. I can use my heart mind to think.
Got it. Body, and I can decide. What connection do you feel?
Let's see. When I'm in my body, again, this one's similar, is like I'm embodied, so I can decide because I feel connected.
Exactly. Maybe it would help with the heart to say, when I know I am guided, just to bring back the mentoring idea of Susie. When I know I am guided, I can think. Does that resonate with you, Sarah?
Yeah, I think maybe when I know I'm supported, I can think.
Exactly.
And mentoring is support, but I just needed to say support. I feel
Lovely. So then what about feeling the soul and having the power to receive?
Well, soul makes me think body, like, and more subtle. So when I am more subtly like connecting to prana and and spirit, so so when I'm connected to my soul, something larger than me can move me around.
Yeah, it's like you can feel it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you pray for something to manifest, and when you connect to your soul, you feel yourself as having it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And a last one. I can't give it all, and the mind.
Let's see, when I have my mind. That one's
Yeah.
challenging for me. I don't know exactly, like I can't feel into that one as much.
Would you allow me to help you?
Sure.
The opposite of giving it all, wouldn't that be being attached?
Sure.
And attachments, are they not of concern specifically of the mind? Are the possession before they're physical, aren't they mental?
Maha, if you can clarify or elaborate a little more how we would mean that the opposite of it is being attached.
The opposite of what, Anna?
Of giving, I can give it all is being attached.
Well, if I am attached, I cannot give it all. Does that make sense to you, Anna? What keeps me from giving it all are my attachments, what I protect.
Okay.
I think I get that. I think I get that.
Okay, so the whole point of freedom from that, first of all, freedom is freedom from that. Okay, there's no other freedom but the freedom from that. And unless I am free, I can't give it up. Does that resonate with you, Sarah?
I just answered the door. Sorry, I missed the last part. Daniel just arrived.
If I am not free,
If I'm not free.
how can I give it all?
Right.
Okay. And freedom is freedom from that. There's no other freedom but freedom from that.
Okay.
Okay. So now I can give it all connected to the mind. Does that resonate with you, Sarah?
It's still like I don't get it, but let's see, mind.
Maybe my God who has a different way to look at things might offer an explanation
So
that will land for you, Sarah.
do you mean something like if my like see, mind is an interesting one for me because my mind changes a lot from day to day. Like I have a lot of shifting of mind. So yeah, I actually, so mind being, yeah, I
So, I mean, what came to me, Maha, to your point on this is that the first of the four Buddha's noble truths is attachment is the root of all suffering.
That's right. That's the
So
cause.
if
Yeah.
I'm attached to something, anything being a certain way, I have a belief that I haven't yet understood. And so beliefs, they feel real at the level of the mental. But what we're speaking into now is that attachments block me from my authentic self. And so, in order to transcend those attachments, all of my split beliefs got to go. And that's when I give it all. And that's when I receive freedom.
Okay, got it.
So thank you, Sarah, for being willing to speak yes, but to do this exploration. What was important that you would receive is that this foundation, which we spent an entire chapter on, of the wood is the instrument of spirit, the element of fire is the instrument of heart, etc., is what determines any other fractals that come from it. So, in other words, I can wait, would not go with the heart. There's a specific sets of symbolic meaning that drive the clarity of this technology. So, Susie, since we see you, does that make sense to you? Can you receive that?
Yes.
Okay. And the more we see the connection, the mind is that which one day will be free and give it all. The body is who
The way I
decides.
interpret this one,
Susie, please go ahead.
the one that says I can give it all to the mind, the way I see it is like open, it's like holding on to things with an open mind. Like you're not so attached to things that if they need to go, it can be replenished with an even higher idea, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
Does that?
So that's why a fractal has so much power, because it's built on the solid foundation of elementals, instrument of knowledge, and then archetypes. So unless I'm ingenue with my greed, I will be compulsive. But when I really meet great ingenue, then I can wait. And it works everywhere. If you think of leadership, unless I am in my heart as a leader, I can't really propose solutions to my group. I can't think. I have to be in my heart to bypass the chatter and come to potent solution. So, this being said, let's enter the shadow of the 6 days of awe and come to understanding fear. So, Susie, you want to take us through this?
I'd love to.
Thank you.
Understanding fear. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Marie Curie. Truth be told, the victim archetype in me is so afraid of loss that I cannot decide to seek empowerment until I find it. The fact that this eye of mine sees mostly fear, false evidence appearing real, tells me that I have a blind spot. Once again, using the created six technology helps me to make my intuition visible and to recover the integrity and thus the power that I have lost. Consider when the fallen angel in me doesn't face its fear of falling I turn into a prostitute, afraid of speaking, since I know I'll end up selling myself out. When I still choose not to understand my fear of speaking, I turn into a saboteur who fears rejection, and as a result is soon compelled to reject itself by the way of betrayal. When I still choose not to understand my fear of rejection, I turn into a victim who fears loss, and as a result is entrapped in scarcity. When I still choose not to understand my fear of loss, I turn into a child who fears death and resists changing. When I still choose not to understand my fear of death, I turn into a rising angel who fears power, since I keep on choosing to think I can't.
So, what touched you here?
All of it, but because I've definitely been on some degree of this circle. But what strikes me the most is that it's all an illusion, right? It's like not even real. We're so invested in it. And that last sentence, or really the last few words, it says, since I keep on choosing to think, I can't. Meaning you just think you can't. It's not really that you can't.
Yeah, exactly. As proven by the World Book of Records. Beautiful. Anna, you look puzzled.
No, I like, as you know, Susie was reading, I get thoughts in my head because when I was a child, I had this fear that everybody will leave and I'd be alone. And I would tell that to my mom. I would wake up in the middle of the night until like I told her that, and she's like, "No, we're not going anywhere, and like we're here to love you." And but I had that fear, and it it kind of scared me. But being alone doesn't scare me anymore. However, knowing that I'm spirit, I'm not scared of death. But
So,
sometimes I do get in the illusion. Um, I do get into the illusion that I miss people, and
yeah,
that kind of like hooks me up in the emotions of the now, that it is what it is, you know?
exactly. Exactly. The fear of rejection / abandonment thing is a very potent fear. And it's especially potent since it's at the emotional level. We are in the lost soul. So when my soul is lost, I can't feel anything. And if I can't feel this, I don't transcend it. Because the way of transcendence and freedom is to feel the entirety of this creation that it seems that you incarnated with quite early on in life. Maybe, I don't know if you believe, let's just leave it at that. It's something that has been on your path for you to resolve, and maybe still is at times.
Maybe. Yes,
So
I'll agree.
lovely. And the part to see here with all those fractals is if in the space when I'm still afraid of rejection or abandonment, I'm also afraid of speaking, and I'm also afraid of falling. Okay. So one way to look at it is to not fear rejection, would be to speak my voice, to really take the courage to say what I mean and mean what I say. Said differently, to be honest, which I find is not easy matter. I lie to me all the time, like a lot of the time. Honesty is quite a gift.
I think we all do.
I agree with you. Yeah, totally agree. Lovely.